Selber Tag, 15 Uhr. Waren wir denn so 15 Uhr da drin? So, sir, I have bad news. Contacts the replica army about the group apprehended, but there are inconvenience that they were responsible. I can't say that I blame them. Understaffed, they sustained far greater damage than needed. Still, does it mean the replica army is preparing to attack? Certainly so. I believe one of the armored airborne divisions has completed battle preparations. At this rate, an armed conflict may be inevitable. No. If only we could find a way to negate it with them. Did you manage to get anything out of these guys you captured? Like who that guy in the glasses who ran off was? No, we know they were paid very well, but were kept largely in the dark about their client and his objectives. By the way, who are you? Oh, me? Yeah, just who are you anyway? This man in the glasses called you one of the children. I also remember something about a silver puppeteer and a white rabbit or something like that. Very suspicious. No. What to do? I'm really supposed to tell anyone about my affiliation? Your what? Affiliation? What are you? Wait, are you? You're probably dead on. Yeah, you finally came. I thought you were never gonna show up, Lecter. Sorry. Some things to take care of over in Crossbell. Sorting out of office for so scary people? Yeah, pretty much. Who are you? Setting aside the lack of a uniform, assuming you're also a member of the military? That's correct, sir. Lecter Arundel. Oder Lechter? I'm Captain Lechner Arundel of the Imperial Intelligence Division. I've come to assume responsibility for the negotiation with the Replican army. What? The Intelligence Division? So you must be... So you're Captain Lecter. What we heard is true, it sounds like the situation will be in good hands. The negotiations with the Republican government are already underway. It will be in all our best interest to avoid unnecessary conflict, especially with the trade conference only 2 months away. His Excellency the Chancellor is of the same opinion. I see. Should have known the Blood and Iron Chancellor's name would surface sooner or later. Now that's the stance of the Reformist factions leader. His face might make you wake up in a cold sweat, but he's pretty fun for an old guy, really. Anyway, just leave this to us. We'll have it sorted out in no time. Sounds like you've been taking good care of that little peepsqueak for us too. Cheers, guys. Boo, I'm not a peepsqueak. Oh well, bye everyone. It was fun getting to know you all. I hope we can see each other again sometimes. Hold on. Wait a... Well, there they go. The Intelligence Division is a branch of the Imperial Army responsible for gathering and processing information. They're not as upright as their name might suggest. Deal more in espionage than intelligence gathering. The Provincial Army fear them as much as they do the railway military police. Figure as much. Just can't believe a child like her is part of the army. I see. So, she's one of the Iron Bloods. Sir? That's quite an imposing name. The Iron Bloods are said to be a group of youths with high intelligence and special abilities taken by the Chancellor. They work with the Intelligence Division and the Railway Military Police, but they answer to him, or so the rumors go. Have dreamed their ranks ran quite as young as that girl looked. She hardly seems suited to life in a military squad. Yes, there's something that doesn't feel right about it. Still, it looks like we may yet be able to avert a war with Calvard. Are you serious? I've heard many rumors about that Captain Lecter, Scarecrow, as he's known by some. Given to understand, he succeeded in almost every unofficial negotiation he's undertaken. And if even the Chancellor himself is taking action, success seems almost guaranteed. That Armor Division stand down to Alert Level 2. All airships currently on patrol are to return to Center Gate at once. Yes, sir. Okay, aber es wird noch ein Krieg ausbrechen. Wir wissen, um was es geht. Die sind aber ziemlich langsam mit dem Abbauen. Selber Tag, 19 Uhr. Huh? Oh, Darth Vader.
Precisely on time.
Comrade G, you've done well.
Comrade C, I wasn't expecting you to come all this way.
A leader has to make sure all the gears are moving as they should. It sounds like the plan was a resounding success.
Keep your pity to yourself. Our aim was to stir up a conflict with the Republic that would force him to let his guard down. To that end, this wretched state of affairs could hardly be called a success.
And yet, even this outcome will work to our advantage in the days ahead. After all, we demonstrated that he faces the risk of his ranks being divided without warning at any time. And neither the Icy Maiden nor Scarecrow can hope to outwit us.
You have a point. We should begin making preparations for the next step of our plan. The time has finally come to present ourselves on the world stage.
That's the spirit.
Okay, hört sich nicht geil an.
Ooh, boy. At least all's well that ends well, right? Everyone in Group A is safe, and we narrowly avoided war with Calvard. Though I can't say I was expecting the intelligence division to show up when they did. A jet black airship. Probably one of Reinford's latest models. The military uses them for reconnaissance. The nobles and the rich just use them for fun. But as for how they got one... You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you?
Ernsthaft?
You really are a sharp one, Lady Sarah. It's almost troubling. I'm impressed that you could tell I was there.
I'm pretty sure you let me have that one. I felt a familiar sensation, though, just for a second. Makes me think back to this one time, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, you say?
Never mind. But you really don't know, then, where that airship came from?
I'm afraid not. I checked the Reinford Group's manufacturing records and couldn't find a trace. At least not in the official files.
Sounds like Reinford has its own issues to deal with. Well, let's put that aside for now. I'm on my way to the settlement. What are you planning to do?
Well, I would like to give my regards to Master Gwen, so I would like to accompany you if that's all right. I can hardly wait to see the look on Lady Elisa's face when I show up.
Sometimes I actually feel bad for that girl.
Oh, super, ey. Arme Alicia. Alyssa. Alicia? Alyssa? Ist doch alles dasselbe. Was zur Hölle geht denn hier eigentlich ab, Alter? Irgendwie ist immer jeder irgendwo. Dieses dämliche Viech da oben ist immer irgendwo, ne? Das ist auf jedem Scheißbild. Thank you for all for everything. We're grateful for the kindness you've shown us. Never forget all of the things you've seen and learned here. Indeed, I feel I thought I've gained something truly invaluable. It makes me happy to hear that. Bro, Rean chooses are. Come on now, Lily, don't cry. Lily, Thomas, thanks for all you've done. You have my thanks as well. It was a pleasure meeting you. Return again when I have the opportunity. Till then, you've got to take care of everyone here for me, Thomas. Leave it to me. Alicia, Emma, thank you so much. was great getting to know you. I hope we'll have another chance to discuss sweets and fashion again someday. Thank you again for the wonderful tea recipe. It may take me a while, but I hope that one day I'll be able to make us as warm and aromatic as you do. Sniffle, I know you'll be able to do it. It seems this has been quite the experience for them. Indeed it does. Still, Sharon's as attractive as ever. But you're quite a... Podakia's beauty, your self-instructor. Oh my, aren't you a charmer? If only you were a little younger, you'd be just my type. Instructor! And grandfather, the last try to be serious this one. Sorry, can't help myself sometimes. Anyway, to be serious for a moment here, it would seem you've made a discovery of your own. Yes, I think I finally understand why you left the Rhinefoot company when you did. Is that so? You've been with me ever since I was a child. You've been, so I think I know as well as anyone how much you've given to the company. Of that, it was even harder for me to understand why you would just turn your back and let Mother take over. But now I think I finally understand. You left because you truly loved the Rhinefoot company, didn't you? Precisely. Since the Orbital Revolution, the Rhinefoot company has created the technology that has defines people's modern lives. From railways to heating, orbital cars to airships, even the tanks and guns. I'm regretting none of them. What I did regret, however, were the railway guns we built 5 years ago. I thought so. With my apologies to the Lieutenant Generals, whose railway guns are little more than instruments of mass murder. With so many jet limits in range and deployments, they have no real strategic value in war. Their sole purpose is as a weapon of mass destruction designed to effectively hold the innocent people of Crossbill hostage. In other words, to stop a potential Republic army invasion before it starts. Nothing more, nothing less. It's an unpleasant truth to acknowledge, but I have no rebuttal. A rebuttal? My daughter may have signed off on the project, but as the one who saw them complete, I was terrified at what we made. And feared that somewhere along the way we had sold our principles and our souls as craftsmen to the highest bidders. When my daughter took over as company chair, I took the opportunity to step back from Rhinefoot and really think about where we'd gone wrong, about how we'd come to this point and how to make things right. So that's why. I guess you probably don't have any intention of returning soon. I'm afraid not. All that's happened in the past 5 years was only strengthened my resolve. The company environment, my daughter leadership of it, things have changed too much. For now I let her take care of things from the inside. So me, I'll do what I can from the outside to help the company find its way forward. Master Gwyn? Haha. Think Thors Military Academy is a fine place for you to be right now. Huh? No doubt there are still many obstacles lying ahead for you. But when you put your head together with such a diverse group, you're bound to see things you might not have otherwise. Just like you did while you were here. You may be right. Do what I can to try and see things from a different perspective than both you and Mother. But as a member of the Rhinefoot family and more importantly because I owe it to myself. Proud to hear. Rean Gaius chooses Emma. You'll take good care of her for me now, won't you? Of course. Leave it to us. We'd be happy to. Huh, very well. Grandfather, stop that. I'd love it if Sharon could stay here with me a bit longer though. Don't suppose it could tempt you to look after me for a while instead, could I? I'm afraid not. I have to return to my duties as club-serving caretaker. Ah, my poor heart. My grandfather, please. It's almost time for the train to depart. You should begin making your way over to the platform. Thank you. Take care, Lieutenant General. Bye, everyone. Sniffle. Bye-bye. So, may the winds and the goddess of always guide your path. Farewell. I look forward to meeting again someday. Goodbye. Thank you for everything. Chapter 3, Beyond the Railways, End. Das heißt, wir haben noch 4. 7 Chapters sollen sein. 8 mit Prolog.
Keep up the good work.
Alter.
Good showing, everyone.
Ah, die Midterm-Exams. Practical Exam. Field Study. Ach, das Bild unten ist ja schön. Unten rechts. Mit dem Rean und der Lische. Scheiße, kann man das auch in groß anschauen? Muss ich doch mal auf Steam schauen. July September Kalender 1204. Ja, ich mische immer wegen Deutsch und Englisch bei sowas. Fall Flame Palace Heimdall. Alter, what the fuck? Also erstmal was für eine fette Hütte und was für eine schlechte Statue. Imperial Palace, Wolflame Palace. Imperial Government, Chancellor's Office.
Negotiations with the Republican government are complete. The possibility of an armed conflict in the Nord Highlands has been successfully averted. However, they did demand that we hand over the mercenaries responsible from the attack as part of their terms.
I suppose that's acceptable. After all, it was a shortcoming on our side that allowed that incident to occur. We should consider this a chance to place Rocksmith in our debt, especially with the trade conference on the horizon.
Yes, sir. Though it's regrettable that we were unable to catch the mastermind. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's one of the ringleaders.
Indeed. It seems we'll need to exercise greater caution from now on, if this is what they're capable of. Our next concern is the upcoming summer festival. Any thoughts as to the optimal placement of the Ironbloods?
I believe their primary target will be next month's trade conference. I propose posting Lecter to the east and Millium to the west. That leaves me here to take care of the capital.
It's almost like you read my mind. Very well then. I'll leave the preparations to you.
Yes, sir. With all respect, don't be afraid of working me hard, sir. I could run these kinds of logistics in my sleep.
Ha! I am all too aware of how indebted I am to your abilities. That's why I'm leaving the summer festival in your capable hands. Perhaps you may even consider using them as a test.
Please excuse my intrusion, Your Excellency. His Excellency the Governor has arrived and wishes to speak with you.
Ah, show him in.
As you wish, sir.
Coming in. Oh, forgive my intrusion. I didn't realize you had company.
No, it's quite all right. I just finished giving my report. It's wonderful to see you again, Governor.
Likewise. I think it's been, 2 months since we last spoke? I'm in your debt for helping out with the security arrangements at last month's commemoration event at City Hall. I'd been looking forward to thanking you in person.
Glad to have been of service. I'll be sure to pass on your thanks to everyone else involved. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Good work as always, Captain.
It never ceases to amaze me that a woman like that heads up the Ironbloods. Your icy maiden has the provincial armies positively scared stiff.
Competent as she is, she's not the group's primary member. But she and the rest of the Ironbloods continue to do some fine work, especially against those cunning vipers amongst the ranks of the nobility and the 4 great houses in particular.
Agreed. But we'll need to stay vigilant.
I'm pleased that you agree, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz.
Was, Regnitz? Karl Regnitz. Ah, Alter, in Machias sein Vater?
The feeling's mutual. Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
Of course, and that's exactly why I intend to go with him. Next month's conference may be the West Zemuria Trade Conference in name, but it's far more than that. It's the region's first international conference in modern times. So the discussions won't be limited to economic matters. Regional security and other timely issues are sure to come up.
I see. So that's why all the region's heads of state will be in attendance?
Precisely. President Rocksmith will represent the Republic of Calvert, of course. Prince Albert will be representing the Principality of Remiferia as its head of state. Crown Princess Claudia will be coming to represent Liberal in place of the Queen. And representing Crossbell State, we have Mayor Croyce and Speaker McDowell. All of them are either heads of state or their acting representatives.
Meanwhile, Erebonia is sending Chancellor Osborne as a representative of the Imperial government. But Father is the head of state, isn't he?
Indeed, and that's why I'm planning to go as well, even though I'm far from the ideal candidate. The Imperial family needs to be represented to make sure all sides are on equal terms.
You shouldn't be so harsh on yourself. But I think I understand the situation. I feel so ashamed. I shouldn't have to rely on you to educate me about simple politics like this. Recently, I feel as though all my inadequacies have been staring me in the face. I wish every day I had the intelligence and quick-wittedness you possess. And I wonder, am I truly capable of inheriting the throne from Father?
You know, Her Highness Princess Claudia of Liberal once said exactly the same thing.
She did?
As the successor to the throne of Liberal, I've heard that she agonized over whether she was fit to become queen. But eventually, she came to terms with her own inexperience and vowed that she would strive each day to overcome it. And I have no reason to believe that my talented brother cannot do the same.
Olivert, thank you. Your support means a lot to me.
That said, I do think you should spend more of your time living life the way you want to. I don't think anyone would blame you for wanting to indulge your interests once in a while.
I am how I am, I'm afraid. To be honest, I'm a little jealous of how being so open and carefree comes so naturally to you.
Well, I think it'd be less concerning for all involved if you avoided taking after me too much.
Another thing, I sometimes find myself admiring Chancellor Osborne's strong-willed nature as well.
Oh?
He was quite forceful in introducing the Imperial Transportation Act last year, despite the opposition's objections. But ever since then, I've heard the number of orbital car accidents has fallen dramatically. I can see why Father trusts him so much.
Well, I wouldn't disagree that was a fine piece of policymaking. The campaign he launched with the help of City Hall was exceptionally well executed. But on the other hand...
Honestly, don't you think it's a little early in the day to be having a stuffy political discussion?
Alphen?
Oh, have your lessons already finished for the day?
Indeed. They gave us the afternoon off to prepare for the summer festival. But come on, Cedric. You need to stop taking everything so seriously. We're 15. It's far too early for us to be worrying about politics.
Actually, I'm not sure 15 is too early, to be honest.
What you should be concerned about is being more of a man at official parties. Blushing head to toe just from a lady asking you to dance? Shameful. Totally shameful.
Oh, come on. Why do you have to bring that up again?
You know, that did wonders for his popularity. The ladies at that party were swooning left and right. He was playing their maternal instincts like a harp.
Well, I can't deny that. Even some of the men there were fawning over him, saying Cedric was more of a youthful flower than me.
Surely you're kidding, right?
That reminds me, Alphen. Have you decided on your dance partner for the upcoming garden party?
Yeah. You've always avoided dancing at official functions.
Curious, are we? Well, I do have someone in mind this time. Although whether I can get him to say yes...
Really?
My. It sounds like you aren't just blowing smoke. The Imperial Chronicle is going to have a field day when they find out.
You're really going to dance with someone? Could it be a son from one of the 4 great houses?
That's for me to know and you to discover. He is a noble, though. I'll give you that much. Oh, that reminds me. Prince Olivert? I have a proposal I'd like to discuss with you.
Uh-oh.